Hello, this is Thomas Janszewski from Brandon School District Technology Department. Just want to go over a couple cool things about Windows 7, a couple features that we provide, and a couple features that Windows 7 provides. I also want to go over the wireless and what to expect when the new wireless is activated. First off, just want to say that in the past you haven't had full administrative privileges. Staff members haven't had that, haven't been able to install their own software or do some of the stuff that administrators usually have been able to do. So this year we're going to provide administrative privileges to all staff members. You are the administrator of your own computer. Whatever software you want to install is fine with us. If you need any help, just make sure you ask. But yeah, so you have this feature now. So that'll make things a lot easier, I'm sure, for a lot of you. Okay, so first thing I want to go over is these two icons here. Two new icons, personal H drive, basically just a quick way to back up your data. So anything that you save on the desktop, anything that you save on this local computer, this is the place where you go to back it up. You can drag stuff onto it to back it up, and it will go right to your H drive, just like it just did there. I don't know where that PowerPoint is, but it's in here somewhere, right here. So just kind of a convenience thing that we're offering now, because it's kind of annoying to go to your H drive, and you know, everyone's pretty much working off their desktop. So that's there. We have this add printers icon, so any printers that you want to add in the district, whether you're at your own school and you don't have a particular printer, or you go to a different school and you don't have that printer, every printer that is available in the district is in this icon, categorized by school. And if you double click on the school that you want the printer, or want to print to a printer, it'll actually scan all the printers that are in that school, and the location will show the description of where it is. So if you're in room 145, for say, and you want, in the high school, and you want to print to that printer, you just double click it. Takes a couple seconds here. It's going to take a little bit longer for me because I'm doing this from home. It's pulling from the computer at Brandon, and I'm in Davison right now, so it's going to take a little bit longer. But regardless, you just double click on it, and it'll install that printer. I'm going to go to Start, Devices and Printers. And when that printer is done installing, it'll populate in here as a printer that I have available. See how it just popped up there? And that's all it takes. You don't have to go in here. I just wanted to show you that when you double click on this, it will install your printer, or install that printer. Another reason why I wanted to go in here is if you want to set your default printer. Basically just choose the printer that you want, right click it, and select Set as Default. You'll see the green arrow, or I shouldn't say the green arrow, the green check mark, circle, switch from what the default printer is currently to your new printer when you click this. Okay. That's how you set your default printer. Just figured I'd show you that too, just in case. We are also pushing default printers out, so you might see your default printer switch back the next time you log on. If that's the case, just let us know. We can set that up. We can definitely fix that for you. So it's actually setting the default printer to the one that you really want it to be. So if it's doing that, just let us know. We can fix that. I'm going to remove this printer for right now because I don't need it. Exit out of that. Exit out of this. So yeah, this icon here will add any printer in the district if you want to print any of the printers in the district for whatever reason. That's there for you. As well, this icon down here, connect to a projector. It's also here in the Start menu. Doesn't fully replace function F4 because there's certain situations where you would need to use function F4 to switch your different displays. but this makes it much easier to know what's going on when you're pressing that function F4. So if you click this icon, it'll bring up this window. And duplicate is where we're going to want to be 90% of the time. So if your computer's not coming up on your projector for whatever reason, and you're searching on your remote control, try to find your computer and it's not coming up, chances are it's not on duplicate. It's probably on computer only. So all you have to do is just click on duplicate, and it will switch and hopefully come up on your projector. Another feature that has always been available, but unfortunately it's been a little bit difficult for most teachers to even think about using, is this extend mode. The best part about this extend mode is when you select it, it splits your display from your laptop to your projector. So if I had a video that I wanted to show students, but I wanted to keep working on something like check my email or MyStar, something in MyStar, I can drag this video over to the projector because it's extended to the projector, full screen it over on that side or on the projector side, play the video, and come back over here and actually do something while all the students are watching a video. Or if you have any of these documents will work the same. You can drag any of these windows over if it's on the extend mode. To get it out of that mode, just press this icon, go back to duplicate. So that's a really cool feature, and hopefully that will help you with a few things. It does make it a lot easier. It doesn't shut you down when the students need to do something or you have something for the students to do. It won't have to completely take over your computer. You can still get stuff done. I'm going to go over a couple of the software. Couple of the software applications that are different. RM Easy Teach is the main one. It's not installed on the image as it has been in the past because we've run into a situation with it not being supported anymore. Regardless, if you need this application, all you have to do is double click on this in the branded quick launch that pops up when you log into your computers. It'll give you this message. Please be patient. This will take a few minutes. Click OK when you're ready to install. Click OK, and it's going to install in the background. Well, mine's erroring because I'm at home, so it can actually see this application area. But that's all you have to do. It'll act as if it's not doing anything. You can just kind of go about and do whatever else you need to do. Once it's done installing, it'll run on your computer. You'll see it pop up. So basically, just double click that icon and give it a few minutes because it's going to take a little while. It's a big application, and it'll pop up so you'll know that it's there. You'll also get an icon on your desktop, which will confirm that it's installed. And then when you click this icon, it'll just run from there on out. It won't install itself again. So you can use this icon to launch it as well, or the one off the desktop, of course, when it gets there, after it's not installing. This burning studio software, if you want to burn a CD or a DVD or whatever, that's the new software that you'd use. I closed out of all my ads. The reason why I'm showing you this application in particular is because it has some ads that pop up when you first open it and when you close it. Basically, it'll give a few options that, it'll say upgrade sometimes, it'll say close this. To be safe, just close it. It's not going to hurt anything. Unfortunately, they have ads. They weren't supposed to, but they added them later after we put them in the image already. So yeah, just make sure you exit out of those, that they're safe. Don't worry about it. But you don't have to upgrade. You don't have to participate in anything. Just make sure, to make it easier, just don't worry about it and exit out of them, or select the option to not show it again, basically. So that's how you'd burn if you want to do that. Let's see what else we got here. There's also a snippet, or a snipping tool, that was added in Windows 7. I added it, or pinned it, to the taskbar, or the task start menu, I should say, for everybody in the district on their staff stations. If you click on that tool, basically this will allow you to make a copy of anything that's on your screen. Something in a browser, something in Microsoft Word, and it makes it into a picture. So if I want to take a picture of these icons on the desktop, I can save it as a picture. And I'm fine with it saving to the desktop. It's usually where I save everything. It actually makes a screenshot of whatever you select. So I use this all the time. I'm sure you would be able to find a way to use this. But I mean, you can take a picture of anything on your screen. So it really does come in handy. So Wikipedia article, if I want a picture of this for whatever reason, I can actually go to the snippet tool and it will actually make a picture of that, and I can save that as a picture. Okay, so anything, and then you can take this picture and insert it into a Word document if you want, or whatever you want to do. So that really comes in handy, and hopefully that helps if you choose to use it. Okay. Also, there's this show desktop icon down here, which I like a lot. I use it all the time. If you have a bunch of windows open and you just want to get to your desktop real quick, you don't want to go in here and minimize each one of your windows so you can get to your desktop. You basically just click this icon or this button. It'll take them all down. Doesn't matter how many windows you have up. Doesn't matter what you have up. Videos. If you hit this, it'll bring it all down. So you can start working on something again. Or just get to your desktop quicker, pretty much. If you click that icon again, it'll bring everything back up the way that it was. So a nice little way to clear your screen, especially if a student's walking by for whatever reason, you have something up that they're not supposed to be seeing, grades or whatever. It's a nice feature. So that's there. So we got here. The grouping of your different taskbars or things that you have open. So if I have google.com, the Brandon School District webpage, maybe Yahoo, let's just say. Each one of those tabs that you open or any of the windows that you open that are of the same program stacks on top of themselves down here. See how there's 3 stacked? If I had 10, there'd be 10 stacked there. And how you access those is if you hover over that icon, you can actually see what window or what one is open. So if I wanted to go to Yahoo, I would just select Yahoo and it would bring up that in that tab. Okay, so that goes for all these applications. Even your application, or even your My Computer, if you're in the C drive, or if you open up another window, any of these windows also stack down here because they're all known for being Windows programs. So same fashion, and I'm going to actually use this show desktop. If I go over that, you can see which stuff I opened. And there's Brandon Quick Launch, which is actually the place that when you minimize it, it'll go down to. Okay. So that'll take some getting used to, but it really does come in handy. Just being able to, I guess, condense down what you're doing. So something else to keep in mind when you're using this is that's what it's doing. That's how you get to your windows. Any of these you can change as well. This term is called pinning in Windows 7. You can pin stuff to your start menu, which are these 3 icons. You can see this line here. Everything above that is stuff that I've pinned to the start menu. This down here is called a task bar. So I'd be pinning something to the taskbar. So if I don't want, let's say, Excel to be pinned there anymore, I can just right-click it and select unpin this program from taskbar. And let's say I want this Burning Studio pinned down here. I can just right-click that icon, pin to taskbar, pin to start menu. So those are your two options to pin. I want to pin it down to the taskbar, so I select that, and it adds it down there. You can left-click and hold and drag it to wherever you want in there. So if I want it before the Microsoft Windows Media Player, and I let go. So you can customize this bar all you want. I'm going to unpin that if I don't want that. And I'm going to repin Excel. And I'm going to move it over where I had it. That's how I like it. So if you want to pin something to up here for whatever reason, like for instance Google Chrome, right click it, pin to start menu. Now it's there. You can unpin it from there as well. So that's another feature. That's how you would customize your desktop and just your whole environment. That's basically all I have for Windows 7 at this point. So hopefully that helps out a lot. Hopefully you're able to use some of those features and get some benefit out of the new operating system that you have. To move over to the wireless, I've been opening this document. Basically, these are the two SSIDs that you will see, or wireless networks that you will see when you go to access the wireless, the new wireless. So when you click down here and you bring it up and scan, you'll actually see those two wireless SSIDs, or wireless networks. The guest network will basically, when you click on this, it'll have an acceptable use policy when you open a browser. So once you connect to it and you open a Chrome browser or whatever browser you choose to use, it'll bring you to an acceptable use policy. And you just accept the acceptable use policy and you'll connect and you'll be able to browse the internet with that device. These two will be for devices that you have that are your own devices. All other devices, like school-owned devices, will automatically connect to the network and to the wireless network, and you won't have to worry about those. These are strictly for students connecting their own devices, or teachers connecting their own, or staff members, I should say, connecting their own devices to the network. The difference between these is this one will allow you to stay connected. This one will not. You'll always have to keep connecting back to this one. It'll always show you the acceptable use policy. You'll have to always accept it every single day that you come back to the district, which is fine, and you can do this. But if you wanted to remain connected until that computer is redone or until you get a new device, you're going to want to use the brand new Wi-Fi. This will also not be firewalled or blocked from computers at the district. So you'll be able to print from this one to the printers with your own device. You'll be able to access your files from this device. If you use home access, you'll be able to access your files from guest as well. But this will stay connected. It'll keep that device connected. How you connect to this one is we will send you out we'll send basically everybody in the district out a username and password to their email address. And it will be a password that is specific to you, and it'll be our way of tracking your devices, filtering your devices, and we will only allow certain devices for students and teachers and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to want to keep your password to yourself for this. It's strictly yours. And you'll connect to that same way. Open this list. You'll see brand new Wi-Fi. Select it, and it will ask you for the password. You type in your password. That password's linked to your name and it'll stay signed in on that device until that device is completely wiped. But you can always feel free to use guest. Most people will use guest because it'll just be easier just to select this. But, it kind of gets annoying to have to keep selecting that. Plus, this is going to probably be faster. We're going to allow this more bandwidth because we can track these users. Not only track these users, but these are district users, students, teachers. This could potentially be anybody coming into the district. So this isn't going to be as fast. It's going to be more locked down to protect us from any kind of viruses or anything that might potentially be on somebody else's. These will be protected too. Okay. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of perspective on what to expect when the new wireless gets activated and what options you have. That'll be it for today. I appreciate you watching this video. Sorry it was so boring, but there's a lot of features in there that I know that you'll benefit from. So hopefully you'll make the most of this video. Thank you.